Hi there, Thanyaporn. Nice to see that you have written your first set of essays. Great work. Let's see what you wrote. The first essay is about schools, whether they should educate or they should entertain as well. Let's see. Okay, some people claim that schools should focus mainly on providing academic education, while other people believe that it should be more entertaining. Careful, what is the it referring to? You just said schools. So if you want to say schools, you mean that they should be more entertaining. Otherwise, somebody reading this might think that this it is referring to academic education. So be careful. From my viewpoint, I personally agree with the latter view and think that adding more fun activities and adjusting children's curriculum to be more enjoyable to students can provide many advantages to students. Okay. Rather than students, you could have said can provide many advantages to them. All right? In the following paragraphs, the reasons to support my opinion will be provided. Lovely. Entertaining activities in school do not does, because it's activities, do not only relieve stress, but they also help improve children's development in many aspects. Firstly, they allow students to have an opportunity to develop many interpersonal skills such as leadership, teamwork, and communication skills. To illustrate, many schools tend to incorporate I just lost my speed. Okay, many schools tend to incorporate more extra sports activities to their curriculum, such as football, basketball, and establish some sport competition. These sport activities allow children to work as a team, brainstorming, planning their strategy, and communicating, ing, among the team. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad that you talked about incorporating sports into this, so into the curriculum. That's good. Let's see about the next paragraph. Additionally, an entertaining atmosphere can help children learn and develop in a more effective manner. It is undeniable that nowadays many teachers try to use an alternative teaching method. For example, during primary school, my English teacher, capital E, used music to teach new English, capital E vocabulary, and as a result, students, including me, comma, paid more attention to the lesson and were able to remember more words compared to the traditional method. All right, I like this, but it does feel a little underdeveloped. Let's see, an entertaining atmosphere. This sentence didn't really flow for me. So, you said used music. I just felt like there was more you could have said about how children enjoy music and it's entertaining and they laugh and they go home and sing the songs. I think there was more to be said. Okay. Even looking at just the length of it, it felt a little short. So just keep that in mind, although I liked the actual content. The content was good. Some of the grammar had some problems, but the ideas were good. Okay, so in conclusion, it is true to say that schools should adjust their curriculums and add more entertaining activities since they allow students, again, entertaining activities allow students to develop more life skills and learn lessons more effectively. Okay, for your first essay, it's good. It's there's a lot of stuff that I like. You've definitely been applying the acronym, the template from the course, and all of that's great. You answer the correct question appropriately. And that's good, and that's no small feat because it's actually something that a lot of people have a hard time with. You mentioned the sport, but you framed it in terms of the school curriculum, and that's really important because that's what we're talking about. I would maybe have liked you to talk a little bit about sports being fun, because remember, they're not really fun for everybody in school. So if you had added this idea of entertaining, that sports are entertaining and that children actually enjoy them and that they're fun. And I liked this quite a bit. This was done appropriately, but like I said, it felt a little underdeveloped, like there was more that you could have said, and I would have liked to see a little more there. All right? Okay, so let's take a look at the next one, which is enjoyable activity. Okay, so some people believe that it is more important for children to participate in enjoyable activities uh, rather than reading, since it is considered to be the better way to help children improve many life skills and creativity. From my viewpoint, I agree with this view and think that interesting activities can bring many advantages to children that cannot be gained from reading. In the following paragraphs, the reasons as to support my opinion will be provided. All right, that's fine. It is undeniable that these activities are important for a child's development in any aspects. So a lot of your basic grammar is problematic. So you're missing article, your subject verb agreement is wrong, so its activities are important. Okay, so you need to be a little more careful with some of that basic grammar. All right, so again, what does it refer to? It should be activities, therefore it shouldn't be it should be they. So, firstly, they provide children an opportunity to develop cognitive learning since these activities, such as outdoor activities, okay, activities. Let's try to use a different word or some sort of pronoun. Let's try it one more time. Firstly, it provides children an opportunity to develop cognitive learning since these activities, such as outdoor sports, okay, allow children to experience things with an S directly. That's a statement that I feel needs some support. It needs some extension. Okay, I can see that here you have a for example, but you should have had one here as well. Secondly, some game activities allow children to develop some interpersonal skills such as teamwork, communication skills, leadership, which cannot be gained from reading books, which cannot be learned, sorry. For example, during curricular sport activity class, children are divided into teams and have to learn how to communicate to each other and cooperate within the teams. Okay. Additionally, children can learn things in a more effective manner when those things suit their interest. To illustrate, when children do something that they find interesting without the it, they tend to pay more attention and put more effort in it. Wrong word here. Effort. E-F-F-O-R-T. As a result, they can remember and learn more. For instance, my nephew can learn not many English vocabularies. He can learn many English vocabulary words, but capital E, from participating in role-playing. Moreover, when they can achieve those activities, they will be proud of themselves and be motivated to continue improvement. This also boosts, with an S, their self-esteem, no S, and confidence. In conclusion, although reading a book can provide academic knowledge, no N, no S, for children, fun activities can help children develop more skills and learn many things more effectively. Okay, so let's take a look at the topic again. I think we covered all the grammar that was wrong, so I don't want to go into that again. In terms of the coherence and cohesion, it was fine. I think the vocabulary was okay, even though you had some wrong word choices. So let's look at the topic one more time and now analyze your task achievement. So the enjoyable activity develops better skills and imagination, okay? Here, you talked about cognitive learning. Okay, you talked about interpersonal skills. Fine, and then communication. Okay, then here, what skill are you talking about here? I didn't really feel like you were talking about a particular skill. All right, but what's missing for me is this, imagination. I didn't see any mention of it. I didn't see any mention of creativity, any mention of imagination, any mention of fantasy, nothing. So that's problematic because you really only developed this side of the essay, but not this side at all. So that's something I want you to be a little more aware of. Basically, when you get these tasks, you have to really analyze the question and make sure that the answer that you are preparing actually answers all aspects of the question, okay? Because that would probably result in a lower score for your task achievement in this essay. On the whole, you've done a good job with your first set. Keep at it. And what you have to do now, of course, is correct these essays and return them back to us corrected. You also have to start an error correction list where you write down the mistake, and then next to each mistake, write down what the corrected version is. Add to that with every essay correction you get back. And then the third thing we need you to do is write a new set of essays. Try to do this all within the next 24 hours or so, so you can really apply everything you've been learning. Alrighty, so good job on this first set. I will be looking forward to your next set of essays. Good luck.